Hello dear students, welcome to your next video lesson. In this video lesson, you will learn about the gig work and the unit is 3B. Please be ready with your textbook and notebooks. In today's lesson, we learn some job-related vocabulary and some phrases that express necessity, obligation, and permission. And each section, we will do some practice tests or exercises to improve our grammar and vocabulary skills. Activity 1. Look at 5 people's statements about work. Which do you agree with? Which don't you agree with? Why or why not? Please write your answers in your notebook. Now, you look at the suggested answers and compare your own answers with them. Let's move to the next slide. Who do you see in these pictures? Yes, babysitter, food delivery worker, taxi driver. And do you know how can we differently call them? Yes, gig workers. What is a gig work? Gig work a job that usually lasts a short time. A gig worker is paid for doing that job only and is otherwise not employed by the company. What about the steady job? Steady job, the job is regular, reliable, and long-term. In Activity 2, you will read the text about the webinar on gig work and choose the best summary. The text is in the next slide. What do you think? Which sentence can be the best title? Yes, let's check your answer. Answer 2. That is, find out if gig work suits you before you choose it as a way of working. Well done, you're right. Let's move to the next activity. Let's learn the words in bold from the text in the activity 2. Today's vocabulary. The word chance means something that happens without planning, luck, or possibility. Background means a person's education, family, or past experiences. Planet means prepared or decided before it happens. Arranged means organize it or prepare it in advance. Be in charge of means to be the leader or responsible for something. Short term means lasting for a short period of time. Long term means continuing for a long period of time. Treat means to act towards someone in a certain way. Unfairly means in a way that is not just or equal. Another list of vocabulary. The word opportunity means a good chance to do something. Permanent means lasting forever or for a very long time. Temporary means lasting for only a short time. Organize means to arrange or prepare something carefully. Take responsibility for means to accept that something is your duty. Handle means to deal with or manage a situation. Exploit means to use someone or something unfairly for your own benefit. Experience means knowledge or skill you get from doing or living through something. Let's practice the vocabulary. Please replace the words in bold in the questions 1 to 8 with the correct form of the words in bold in the text. The text is in the previous slide. Let's check your answers. Yes, chance means opportunity. Background can be replaced by the experience. Planned and arranged means organized. Be in charge of can be synonym with the taking responsibility for. Deal with almost means handling the text. Short term means temporary. Long term means permanent. Treat, yes, in the text it's exploit. Let's move to the next slide. Today's grammar, I will teach you to express obligation, necessity, and permission in English. Let's start the grammar. Many phrases in English can express both necessity and obligation depending on the context. Example number 1. I need to take some time off. That means it's important that I take time off because it's necessity. In example 2, you see, I need to finish this report by tomorrow. Someone, for example, my manager, expects me to finish the report, and it's an obligation. Yes, you see here, in two different examples, need to means differently. In the example 1, it expresses the necessity, and in example 2, it expresses the obligation. We use be necessary to plus infinitive to say that you must do or be something. For example, it's necessary to have a driving license means you must have a driving license. We use be essential to plus infinitive to say that something is necessary and important. For example, it's essential to take her to hospital immediately. That means we must take her to hospital immediately because it's important. There are several other phrases that is used to express necessity and obligation. For example, need to plus be plus past participle is used to say something is an obligation or a necessity. For example, this job needs to be done by tomorrow morning. Another phrase, have got to and be supposed to. It is used when we focus on the person. For example, we use have got to plus infinitive for obligation and necessity. It means must or have to. For example, I've got to get home by 10. In informal spoken English, this is often pronounced as gotta. She's gotta think about it. We use be supposed to plus infinitive for something which is an obligation, but which we don't always do. For example, I'm supposed to wear a hat when I deliver food, but I don't. Another example, he is not supposed to call customers by their first names, but he often does. And if we speak about the permission, firstly we use the phrase be allowed to plus infinitive to say that something is okay, you can do it, or sometimes it's not okay, you can't do it. For example, our children are allowed to play computer games for 2 hours at the weekends, which means our children can play computer games for 2 hours at the weekends. Or, in negative form, I'm not allowed to go to bed after midnight, which means I can't go to bed after midnight. Another expression, to be permitted to. It's used to mean the same thing. It's more formal than be allowed. For example, office workers here are permitted to wear casual clothes on Fridays. We can use most of these phrases in the future and past as well as with modal verbs might and could. For example, it will be necessary to take your passport with you. As you see here, to be necessary is used in the future simple form. We can use be supposed to in the past simple. For example, we were supposed to go straight home, but we didn't. And we use had to for the past of have got to. For example, this morning I had to get up at 4:30 to catch the early train. Let's practice the grammar with some exercises. Exercise number 1. Please correct the mistakes in the sentences, but one sentence is already correct. Let's check your answers. Yes, in sentence 1, It was in the question form, but it is actually its affirmative sentence and it is essential to print your name after your signature. Yes, as you see here, we used the phrase to be essential to. In sentence 2, the video doesn't need to be finished, but it's not right because when you use need to be, it should be past participle. So we changed the verb finish into past participle form and attach ed. Okay, in sentence 3, as you see here, to be supposed to is used with to infinitive and jumping was not correct. And sentence 4, you see the version of have got to make a real effort to stop eating chocolate. So that means have got to is used here to express obligation. And sentence 5 shows is that necessary to wear a uniform, then to be necessary to, we are using it with the infinitive form. Sentence 6 is correct. Let's move to another exercise. Please complete the text with the words and phrases in the box. The text is about the rules and it's called Proposed Rules for Our New Neighborhood Social Media Group. Please fill the gaps and create the rules. Thank you. Let's check the answers. Rule number 1. It is essential to introduce yourself when you join this group. Rule number 2. People are not permitted to add other people to the group without contacting the administrator. Rule number 3. You are not permitted to change the group photo unless you are an administrator. Rule number 4. This is supposed to be a friendly group, so always be polite to each other. Rule number 5. Even if you are in a bad mood, it's essential not to lose your temper. Rule number 6. Take responsibility. If you see a message which could upset people, you've got to say something. Rule number 7. Don't feel it is necessary to reply to each message. It isn't. Rule number 8. Emojis are fine, but they don't need to be sent with every message. Let's move to the next activity. Please use the prompts to make sentences and questions. Let's check your answers. At your first school, were you allowed to wear your own clothes or did you have to wear a uniform? As you see here, question is expressing the obligation. And sentence number 2. If you're selling something on our site, it's essential to be honest about its condition. Again, the sentence expresses the obligation. In sentence 3, what time are we supposed to arrive at the party this evening? And have we got to wear anything special? What do you think? What is expressed in this sentence? Yes, again, obligation. And the sentence 4, when does or will this report need to be finished by? This sentence is expressing the obligation. So let's speak about your homework assignments for the next lesson. First, what you do, you go to English Language 1 in Moodle platform and open the Unit 3A and 3B. Study the topic Unit 3B, Geek Work, from your textbook and from other materials in Moodle platform. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.